What's up guys, WSC Stage Creator back again with another video. Today I have your review of Hell in a Cell 2020, and without further ado, let's get right into it. A very eventful show here. There was a lot to look forward to. Not too many matches on the card, which I like. I don't like too many matches on the card, but definitely a little too many Hell in a Cell matches. 3 Hell in a Cell matches. I think that's a little too much, but we'll get into all the details, all the championship changes, which we had 2 of tonight, and yeah, let's get right into it. So we started off on the kickoff show. We had R-Truth in a match with Drew Gulak for the 24/7 championship. Just a random match thrown on the card so they can have a match on the kickoff show. Nothing special here. R-Truth won with a roll-up, then he got chased out of the building, and yeah, nothing special, don't need to go out of your way and see it. Then we start off the show with, surprisingly, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, a very awesome storyline right here. Roman Reigns is killing it. He came out with an awesome gold glove. It looked white at first, but it was gold. Really cool. Might have to customize a figure or something. Still need to get that Elite 79, but yeah, this match was really good. I think this probably should have main evented. They could have done a whole lot more. They could have done that spot off the cell like I did in my prediction match. That would have been nice, but they definitely couldn't do that at the start of the show. But, you know, they did what they could with the circumstances of starting at the show. And they did really good. It wasn't as brutal as I thought it would be. I'm not going to go into all the details. I'm not here to tell you everything that happened in all the matches. I'm just here to tell you the basic gist of what happened and my opinions on it. But this match was really good. I'll tell you the ending right here. So Roman was just beating the hell out of Jey. Jey refused to quit, and then Jimmy Uso came out after Roman hit a referee because he wanted to stop the match because Jey Uso was just getting destroyed. He wasn't saying I quit. So why would he stop the match? He's got to say I quit. But anyways, he tried to stop the match. Roman hit the referee. All the officials came out to stop Roman, and then Jimmy comes out. He's like, they have a really emotional moment. Reigns acting. Wow, this guy can act. Maybe he'll go into Hollywood one day. But Reigns was killing it with the acting. He was crying. He's like, I don't even know who I am anymore. And then he turns it around, gets Jimmy in the guillotine, and he makes Jey say I quit so he can save his brother. Really good way to make Jey look strong, and a really good finish. I would have predicted it if I had known that Jimmy could get physical, because he is injured. So I don't know his circumstance right now, if he's injured or not, but he looks to be fine now, so maybe they'll come back. I don't know what's going to happen now, because Roman now said the consequences are they have to be like servants to Roman Reigns, do what he wants. I don't know if they'll do that willingly or we'll get the badass heel stable of the Bloodline. That would be really nice. I think we'll work our way towards that. You know, they will be not willing, they don't want to do it, but then eventually they'll start to do it, and then we'll have the heel Bloodline stable. And then after the match, Roman got approached by Arthur and Sika, and they put the lay on him, and he was acknowledged as the tribal chief, the head of the table. Good stuff here, really good. Could have been a whole lot better if it was the main event and they went all out, but still really good piece of business here. As far as who's next for Roman, you know, they're going to do the Survivor Series thing. I don't know if it's a triple threat, if NXT's involved or not. Comment down below, let me know. But now we obviously got Randy. So Randy, Roman, Finn, I think he's still injured. Who knows the circumstance of Finn, if he's all right to go or not. That could be a badass triple threat, and I'd love to make that match here on the channel. But yeah, Roman, you know, Big E, you got Daniel Bryan, you got Kevin Owens. Plenty of challenges for Roman to face, and I'm looking forward to it. Roman is killing it right now. Also, on a side note, did that have to be a Hell in a Cell match? You know, you had 3 Hell in a Cells on the show. Couldn't that have just been a normal I Quit match instead of just putting in the cell? Because I don't really like having just Hell in a Cell matches where it's like, you could have this match be a no DQ match and not even have the cell, you know? So I like it when they incorporate the cell into the matchup, and this match really didn't do it that much. But next up, we had Jeff Hardy and Elias in a singles match here, and I predicted Elias. Elias won via DQ. He went to hit Jeff Hardy with the guitar, but Jeff Hardy hit him. Looks like he'll continue, and yeah, this wasn't anything special. Nothing, it was just kind of filler, but it doesn't matter. We then went to something very shocking here. The Money in the Bank briefcase was on the line. It was Otis versus The Miz, And what happened in this matchup was John Morrison was ejected from the matchup. Also, Otis got some new theme song. Absolutely trash from the sounds of it at first glance. Maybe it'll sound good once I listen to it properly. But yeah, it sounds pretty trash. But in the matchup, it ended when Tucker attacked Otis and cost him the matchup, and The Miz is now Mr. Money in the Bank. And as I was watching it, I was like, oh, what if Tucker actually attacks Otis? Because, you know, it kind of makes sense, and he cut a good promo after the match explaining it. But let's first talk about The Miz winning Money in the Bank. I cannot believe that they gave Miz the Money in the Bank. You know, I thought, you know, you're going to go with Otis, go all the way with him. You know, why stop now? But it just goes to show they have no idea what the hell they're doing. Like, you pick Otis for like a gag, and it's just like, what the hell? If you're not going to plan to have him win the championship, what the hell was the point in putting the title on him anyways? But think about The Miz. Is he really going to win the championship? Like, who has he beaten recently? Like, he has no believability, just as little believability as Otis does. So I don't really know if The Miz can be a believable world champion. And I could understand if they put it on Miz so he could lose to the champion instead of Otis, if they wanted to kind of protect Otis or something. But I do love Miz. Miz is great on the mic. He's just missing that believability. And if he can get that, if he can get some major wins, if he can get a little aggressive, I think that could be really good. And he could be a good world champion. And one idea I have is Randy versus Edge at WrestleMania for the title. Edge wins. Next night, Miz cashes in, wins the title from Edge, so Edge doesn't have to be a world champion, and because, you know, he's part-timer and whatnot. I think that'd be a really good way to get the title off of Edge and have a really good, shocking moment the night after WrestleMania Miz cashes in. So I hope that happens. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, they definitely need to build up the Miz right now. Maybe have a little feud with John Morrison down the road. That'd be cool. But good stuff here. Tucker turns on Otis. Tucker, he's actually good on the mic. He's actually got some talent, but I'm afraid, you know, they might not have a place for him. He might get fired. So I hope not. But what are they really going to do with him? Otis is on the separate brand. They can't really feud. So it's going to be interesting what they do with Otis now. And you got to feel for Otis. You know, imagine him coming back in the gorilla position, walking past Vince, the man who gave him everything and then just took the rug out from under him. You know, geez, like, imagine having someone believe in you and then they're just like, nah, you suck. Take the briefcase off you. Like, that must be heart-shattering for Otis. And I really feel bad for him, but, you know, we'll see where it goes. But they shouldn't have put the Money in the Bank briefcase on him anyways. So that was their mistake. And it probably should have been AJ Styles in the real match. If you wanted Miz to win, should have put him in the Money in the Bank. But I don't know. It was weird. Weird circumstance. They backed themselves into a corner. But now Miz is Mr. Money in the Bank. We'll see where that goes. Hopefully good things come out of it. Then we add the women's Hell in a Cell match. Sasha Banks and Bayley, the feud that has been going on for a million years. And finally it comes to a head here in this Hell in a Cell match. Good stuff here. It's pretty good. You know, this Hell in a Cell match, they did a lot of creative stuff, but nothing too, like, big and memorable where it's worth noting. They did a lot of kendo stick stuff. There was a table. I don't even think they broke the table. I don't know. Comment down below if I was wrong about that, but I don't even think they broke the table. And there was a chair, fire extinguisher. Good stuff. You know, Sasha Banks wins this match. I thought Bayley was going to win. They would drag this out a little bit longer, but Sasha wins, and she wins with the bank statement with Bayley with her head stuck in the chair, and it was pretty good stuff here. I need that new Bayley Elite 80. Hopefully, I'll get that soon, but Sasha Banks is the new SmackDown Women's Championship, and I believe she's won all the championships there is to win in the women's division, so that's really good for Sasha. I've always been a big Sasha fan, so good stuff here. Pretty good Hell in a Cell match. By the way, Sasha looking like a snack in that white attire. Seriously, she was looking good tonight. Glad she is the women's champion. Then we had a match that was kind of developed throughout the night, kind of thrown on filler match. Bobby Lashley defended his United States Championship against Slapjack, and Slapjack looks like an absolute jobber. And I see a lot of people frustrated with Retribution saying, oh, they're buried. They're definitely buried, but were they ever really meant to be like main event stars or anything really special? They were just a ratings ploy. You know, they're not not everyone is made to be a main eventer. So don't be that mad about Retribution. Like, they weren't even made to be anything special. At the start, they acted like kids, you know, they looked like jobbers, like, they're not going to be anything special anyways, so this is going to fade out after a while. It's just a ratings ploy. Don't worry about it. The Hurt Business are the real faction. They're the real stars. And I'm glad that Lashley is being built strong. I want that Lashley-Lesnar feud. That would be sick. But the Hurt Business, they are killing it. And it sucks for Retribution. If the Hurt Business wasn't on Raw, maybe Retribution would be doing a lot better. But yeah, Bobby Lashley killing it, retains the United States Championship in a squash. So then we get to the main event, and finally, Drew McIntyre main events a damn pay-per-view, because the last time he main evented was winning the title from Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and then he's been kind of an afterthought, not main eventing a pay-per-view, but now he does, and how fitting, he loses the title here in the main event. So that's basically why this match main evented, because, you know, Randy Orton, that's the big news. He wins the championship. We'll get into all the details. Drew McIntyre comes out. He's got fire in his entrance. That's pretty cool. He definitely needed something in the entrance. And Orton attacks him at the start. He was disguised again. They fought on the outside, came back in, and the match was kind of boring. You know, the match wasn't anything special. You know, Randy Orton, he can be really good when he fires up, but usually they're kind of slow, kind of boring sometimes. And yeah, this match was and I'm already fatigued because I've seen 2 Hell in a Cell matches already in the show, and at least they did something really cool here and special. They didn't do it in Reigns and Jey Uso, so they did it here. They went on and fought on top of the cell, and you could already tell this was going to happen. I predicted it on Twitter, and I said, you know, they're going to climb on top of the cell, and I thought they would both fall through the tables, and then Miz would cash in because I thought they were going to do something big, but that's not what happened. They made it pretty obvious what was going to happen. You know, if you were paying attention, you would notice there was a guy next to the announcer's table when they were fighting inside the cell. You could see through the cell that there was a guy pumping up that crash pad under the table, and there was padding on top of the table, and there were like foot stands so they could stand on top of the cell there. And what happened was Drew got bulb cutters and cut the chain and got out. You know, what is the point of having a lock on the door if there's going to be bulb cutters under the ring so you can just get out anytime you want? I mean, I don't really care, but just like, where's the logic in that, you know? But then they fight on top of the cell. That was pretty cool. And then they get onto the side. I thought they were both going to go through the table, but no, it was only Drew. They make their way back. Drew's like coughing up blood, and then Drew fights back. He goes for a Claymore, misses because Randy ducks it, and he lands on his back. RKO 1, 2, 3. We have a new champion, and finally Randy Orton wins the title. And man, I've been saying it since last year. I thought he would win the title from Kofi. Didn't do it. Then he lost at SummerSlam. I lost all hope. Didn't think he would win a Clash of Champions. He didn't think he was going to win here, but he does it. So that is really good because he's been losing a lot. So that is good to see Randy Orton win the title. I did enjoy Drew's title reign, but you know, I think it's about time, and Randy Orton wins the title, so I'm really happy with that. I was kind of looking forward to Drew versus Reigns at Survivor Series, but you know, you can save that down the line. Randy Orton wins the title, and I look forward to see what he does. He's been killing in 2020. He's had a great year, so he definitely deserves this, and it's really, really good. He's almost getting to John Cena's reign of 16 times. I think he's, 14, maybe 15? I think it was 14. But Randy Orton killing it here, wins the championship, and that is awesome. I think Randy versus Edge at WrestleMania, Edge wins, Miz cashes in, and if that happens, we're going to be looking back to this video, we're going to be laughing because this was right with the prediction. So that would be really, really cool if that actually happens in the future. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out, but this was a pretty damn good pay-per-view. They've been doing pretty good pay-per-views ever since they came into the Thunderdome. So yeah, some good eventful stuff that happened on this show. Comment down below what you thought of the Hell in a Cell show. I'm always excited for Survivor Series, so hopefully they give us a good Survivor Series. And I wonder if NXT will be involved. You know, I don't have some of the NXT figures, so might not be able to do a traditional Survivor Series match with them, but I have some other ideas. So we'll have to wait and see with all that. Coming up on the channel, you know, will the Usos, they didn't get it done tonight, but will they become the WSC Hardcore Tag Team Champions at Halloween Havoc? we'll have to wait and see about that. But thank you guys so much for checking out this review. Please smash the like button if you liked it. Comment down below what you thought of the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next video. RKO out of nowhere, baby. Got him.